Hi. Hope you're well. Hope you're swell. Hope you're wavy. Gravy, baby. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing great. Are you doing good? Hope so. I make music. I'm doing a song a day challenge with those who drop a song a day until the end of the year. I drop 7 songs every Friday, 7 songs. So link in the description if you wanna listen to what I dropped very recently. A disclaimer, I think on Spotify the large song doesn't have vocals or drums because I exported the wrong file and it was a mistake on my part, so I did have to re-upload, but it's taking a while to update on Spotify. I think YouTube and Apple Music have sorted it out, but Spotify's lagging behind. So just a disclaimer, by the time you see this, maybe the issue would have been fixed. We shall see. Yeah. This is one of my favorite magazines. Like this particular issue. So many beautiful photos were in here. Now, I did tear out a lot of them because there are just so many. So unfortunately, what you're going to be seeing is the leftovers, but I'm pretty sure the leftovers will be beautiful as well. You got Keira Knightley at the back. Keira Knightley, Pirates of the Caribbean. What else was she in? Let's Google that. Keira Knightley movies. Was she in Star Wars? Well, that wasn't Natalie Portman. Wasn't that Natalie Portman? Those are two different people. She's known for Pirates of the Caribbean, but she's been in other movies, I guess. She's 38. Anyway. Got a nice watch here. Well, I don't know if this is a nice watch. Yeah, I wouldn't wear this. I'm not like a jewelry watch person or like jewelry and stuff like that. This is a nice image. Look, family. Warms my heart. You got a family, got a little kid. They're at the beach. Things to aspire to, people. Things to aspire to. Strive to attain such things. It's beautiful. These are memories that you get to make. And you get to enjoy life that way. And it's a sort of joy that will sustain you for many, many years to come, for decades to come. And when you're old, you'll have your kids, you'll have your wife. God willing, of course. Gotta pray for protection. You got the Bentley fragrance here. Bentley fragrance. Yeah, people just buy because Bentley. Is it actually good? It might be good. You never know. It might be stellar. Got this greenish one, a bluish one here, and a yellowish one here. Do they have names? Okay. This one is Wild Vetiver. Wild Vetiver. This one is Exotic Musk. And then this one is Majestic cashmere. I like that. Majestic cashmere. Majestic cashmere. We got some nice island settings here. That's beautiful, of course. A little structure here, a house or something, a shed, I don't know what that is. It's nice. It's blue water. Got a pretty lady with her pretty baby. Pretty lady, pretty baby. It's nice. This reminds me of Metal Gear Solid 5. The environments like this, like enemy base camps you'd sneak into at this time, and you'd be running around. Maybe there'll be guards in there. You'd kind of like shoot them, take them out. Maybe like there'll be one or two here, and you knock them out, or you kill them. It's up to you. You just go around clearing everyone out. That was a nice game. The story left much to be desired, but the actual gameplay was sick. It inspired Legend of Zelda, actually. People don't know that. This is at the beach. The camera's trash, so you can't really see all the details, but the sand and then the water's back there. Yeah, they got a nice little setup with some seats and some cushions. These are seashells on the why? You have a bunch of seashells. Like, get rid of the seashells. I thought it was food. Put like food on here. Empty jars. Oh, that's nice. Looks like some sort of resort with a little what do you even call this? Oh, this is interesting. There's like a network of structures. This is in the Maldives. This is in the Maldives, I think. Where are the Maldives? South Asia. So it's like Thailand. I think. Oh, it's its own country. Maldives. Anyway. It says Maldives, Thailand here. So I thought. But maybe they do it. Anyway, doesn't matter. So you got one of these structures here, and then another one back here, and then one here, and then one there, and then another here, and they're all connected by these little bridges. They're actually bigger than they look, because you can see the scale. Because there's a woman. There's a woman sitting here. You can't really see very clearly. But there's a woman there, so you can see how big it actually is. beautiful water. Beautiful water. You got a slide. I think that's a little kid swimming. How shallow is the water? Well, that's not a kid, that's a man. That's a grown-ass man. How shallow is the water? I wonder. It doesn't look very shallow. It looks shallow. It doesn't look deep. Nice setting. This looks like somewhere in Africa. I'm just looking at the bush, the shrubbery, and the mountains in the background. This looks very African. I was thinking about if I was to write a fantasy novel, because a lot of fantasy novels typically written in like Northern European countries or something like that, right? I was wondering, and I think there's a reason for that. I think that sort of works for the fantasy genre a lot because of, for cultural reasons. I think the architecture of that time period, it's usually like medieval Europe that is portrayed or something like that. The architecture, the culture, and all that comes with it aesthetically works. But I was wondering if I was to attempt to do something that maybe is set in the African region. At least I wouldn't want to tell like an African story because if I'm being honest, the African cultural context doesn't really mesh well with that fantasy. At least what's been established as the fantasy genre. It's not as interesting, right? But you could theoretically, make a few changes because it is fantasy, so you are at liberty to use your imagination to make some changes. I think you can have something interesting. I also wouldn't want to limit my characters to like one race group. I'd want to whoever I want to be in the story will be in the story. So it wouldn't just be like quote unquote Africans, because of course it's fictional. I think you can toy around with a lot of things and introduce different types of cultures and architecture. So it's not limited to like mud huts and all that sort of stuff, and even the clothing. Because sometimes there's this idea that all cultures are equivalent. I don't know if I agree with that. I don't think all cultures are equivalent. I do think some cultures are just better, honestly, for being honest. Some cultures are just better. That's not a racial thing. That's just culture emerges as a consequence of various factors. It's not necessarily just because of race. So there are some cultures that are superior to others. So I'd wonder, how can you transplant some aspects of like the Northern European culture that we like into like an African context and maybe create something very new that hasn't really been seen. It would be an interesting experiment. Because in terms of landscape, there are some very interesting parts of the African continent that haven't really been explored in the fantasy realm at all. Like at all. So maybe it can work, maybe it might not. It has to be done right, because you want that commercial appeal. When it's done right, I think people can gravitate towards it. I wouldn't market it like fantasy set in the African continent. I wouldn't market it that way. I would market it as just a new fantasy world, and it would be very striking in how different it is, because it's set in a realm that's in a world that's like akin to the African continent, but it doesn't necessarily follow the exact same rules with regards to demographics and culture. Because the African culture that we typically understand, well, there were some that were quite advanced, but generally speaking, weren't very advanced. You know, people used to live in huts, and even the clothes they'd wear, and all these sorts of things. The interesting stories to be told there, but I wouldn't want to tell that type of story, to be honest. An island, cool structure here. This little circle of buildings. It's nice. Beautiful sea surrounding. Nice trees. I don't know what the hell this is. Are these solar panels? I think these are solar panels. Interesting. I think it's like solar panels, but it's also like, I think you can see chairs beneath them. So it might also be like a dining area of some sort. Two birds, one stone. Two birds, one stone. It's also, this is also in the Maldives. Oh, that's nice. Got clear blue water here. Got a nice little jet, little plane. Local island resorts. Some people. I don't know if you can see that, but there's some people chilling in these little seats. Some trees in the background. But yeah, I'd be very interested to try that out. Even like, I want to subvert, not for the sake of, I don't want to subvert for the sake of subversion, but it'll be interesting experiment to take places that, to set a fantasy story in environments that you don't typically see fantasy stories set in. We're so used to the Northern European setting. Like, even if you can explore Africa, of course, and make a few adjustments. But you can also explore parts of Asia. You can explore the Americas. Like, I think it'd be interesting just to venture outside of the norms, and it gives it a new look, a new aesthetic. Even culturally, you can change some things. Because we're so used to like the medieval setting, right? The knights with the armor, the dragons. But like, what if you switch it up and borrow from other cultural lore in terms of the creatures and stuff like that? I think you could end up with something very fascinating. Like, you could have like pyramids and stuff like that, and I think it'd be very, very interesting if you switched it up in that way. And I'm sure someone's thought of it. I can't be the only one that's been thinking about these sort of things. But you don't really see, in terms of what's popular, what sells well, I don't think anyone has really attempted in the mainstream to do that. At least hasn't been successful at it. This is nice. Indian tourism is it's a bit risky. When you hear about the crime in India and stuff like that. The woman that was gang raped by 7 men. Her husband was there and they beat him up. So him even being there wasn't a deterrent. Him being there was not a deterrent at all. So people are kind of like, I don't want to go to India. It's kind of dangerous. But it's beautiful. It is beautiful. But yeah, it's risky. especially for like solo travelers, solo female travelers. I always thought like the white girls with the blue eyes. I always liked that, the blue eyes, crazy. Blue eyes. I've always liked that. I'd like to try being on a boat someday. Well, not like live on a boat, but like, just go on a boat trip or something. Be dope. But yeah, you don't want to be on there indefinitely because the ocean isn't like stagnant. It's not just still. It's doing a whole bunch of this, so you can get sick. This is nice. This is a beautiful room with a beautiful view outside. So this is in Mauritius. It's in Mauritius. Another island resort. Nice. Nice. Mountains in the back. Beautiful. Got a hippie back here. And some hipster cafe, it seems. Where is this? Like, where is this? Let me read this little passage and see. Barely a decade ago, the Catskills didn't register on the cool New Yorker's radar. Many of the motor hotels of the so-called Borscht Belt had grown tired since the days when Rodney Dangerfield, Woody Allen, or Jerry Seinfeld would hone their tone off the forested roads. Meanwhile, the hippie dream had largely become reduced to tie-dye Woodstock t-shirts. I think this is in New York. I want to read this whole thing. Looks like it's in New York. Yeah. You can see like a little pride flag here. And I like seats like this. There's like a little booth. I like booths in general. Really allows you to be close to people, especially like if you're on a date. You can get real cozy. I love booths. Every time I'm at a restaurant with people, I always like say, let's find a booth, please. Especially if you're on a date, let's find a booth. And then the nice thing about booths, because tables can be a bit awkward sometimes. With a booth, like you can get very cozy. Anyway. New York is interesting because it's got the city, which is dense, but then it's got different parts of it which are like a bit more open and have a bit more nature and stuff, which is nice. Nature is good. Oh, this is a beautiful beach house, or whatever this is. It's got like these hut structures in this pool. I'm not a fan of swimming. I'm like, why humans don't need to swim? It's unnecessary. It's just dumb. It just doesn't serve any purpose. Humans don't need to be swimming. But I guess, look, I haven't swum in years. I haven't swam in years. So maybe if I give it another shot, I'll be like, this is fun. But I'll be the guy that's just sitting here. That's just sitting here, taking in the sun, maybe reading something and then falling asleep. I'll be that guy. Y'all can swim if you want to swim. People pee and do sort of things in pools. It's actually not there. I've been in a public pool before. I don't know why I did that. So this is a nice interior of the house. What do you call this? The centerpiece, like it's like a. So this is like a waiting room of some sort, and you just sit here for what? Who knows? Ooh. Look at this. Look at this bedroom. This is a beautiful bed. Oh wow, I really like this bedroom. Look at the view outside with the beautiful trees, beautiful windows. The bed is beautiful. I like the colors. I like this little couch sitting on the front of the bed. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful. And then I got this as well. Beautiful outdoors area. Got a waiter. I don't know what this lady's doing. This is beautiful. Where is this? Molten brown. Let me Google that. It's a hotel of some sort. Molten brown hotel. What? It's not a hotel, it's just a cosmetics brand. What? So what is this place? Casa Palacio, maybe. Something on the floor. Casa Palacio Maria Luisa Hotel. That's such a long name. Casa Palacio. Oh, this is in Spain? This one is in Spain. The Cellars Hohenort. This is in Cape Town? So this is in South Africa. Interesting. This is where I live. Well, I don't live in Cape Town, but I live in Johannesburg. This is in Cape Town, South Africa. Nice. Nice job, I say. Nice. I can actually go here. This is beautiful. I like this image. Something about it is just nice. It's just clean. Damn, this camera is sauce. Look at this. Got this nice water. You got these beach chairs. Anyway, I'm tired. I'm gonna end the video here. So I will. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. Drop a beach ball emoji. Is that even a thing? Whatever ball you find, type beach ball. I'm sure there's a beach ball emoji. But if there isn't, whatever ball you find, just drop a ball emoji. Because we're looking at a lot of beach resorts in this magazine. Because there are a lot of beach resort ads. That's why a lot of them were just advertisements. Thanks for watching. I like to pray at the end of all my videos, just support, peace, and blessing, all that good stuff. So, dear God, thank you for this individual watching this right now. Thank you for making them holy, unique, and guiding them on a path towards peace, prosperity, purpose. Thank you for blessing this individual with wonderful people in their life who love them, take care of them, bring the absolute best out of them. Thank you for thank you for maintaining the ones that are there to do the same thing. Thank you for blessing this person with the spirit of gratitude so they can give thanks for all the wonderful things in their life. And by giving thanks, they can find peace and contentment and attract even more blessing. Let your presence be felt in this person's life so they know that you're God, that you're love, that you're loving them, that you're always going to be there for them. Good health, long life, and happiness over this individual and everyone they care about. In my name I pray, in Jesus' name I pray, in Jesus' name I pray.